According to official security sources, Nigerian troops carried out a coordinated operation targeting a location believed to be linked to notorious bandit leader BELLO TURJI. The operation, described as intelligence-driven and strategically executed, reportedly led to the recovery of military-grade weapons and other materials suspected to have been used in violent activities across affected communities. Security authorities state that the raid followed weeks of surveillance, reconnaissance, and actionable intelligence gathered through joint operations involving multiple agencies. While full operational details remain classified for security reasons, preliminary reports indicate that the troops advanced into the hideout in the early hours, securing the area after a tactical sweep. Recovered items reportedly include high-caliber firearms, ammunition, and equipment considered beyond the scope of ordinary civilian possession. Officials say the discovery underscores the level of firepower available to armed bandit groups operating in certain parts of the Northwest. The presence of military-grade arms in criminal camps has long been a major concern for security experts, as it increases both the lethality and boldness of attacks. Communities in states such as Sokoto, Zamfara, and parts of Kebbi have experienced repeated incidents of violence, kidnappings, and raids attributed to organized bandit networks. Authorities believe that disrupting weapons supply chains remains critical to weakening these groups. The latest raid is being described as a significant operational success in that broader strategy. Security analysts explain that successful counter-bandit operations depend heavily on accurate intelligence and rapid deployment. The ability to locate and penetrate fortified hideouts requires coordination, training, and logistical readiness. Military sources report that no civilian casualties were recorded during the operation and that efforts were made to minimize collateral damage. Investigations are ongoing to determine how the recovered weapons were acquired and transported. Officials suspect cross-border trafficking networks and illicit arms markets may be involved. The recovery of such weapons also raises questions about supply routes and financial backers sustaining criminal operations. Authorities have reiterated their commitment to dismantling all networks associated with armed banditry. The raid reportedly forms part of a wider series of targeted operations aimed at neutralizing key figures and disrupting command structures. Local residents in surrounding communities have reacted with cautious optimism. Many express hope that sustained pressure on armed groups will lead to lasting peace. However, some community members emphasize that consistent follow-up operations are necessary to prevent regrouping. Security experts warn that criminal groups often attempt to relocate or reorganize after major raids. Continuous surveillance and intelligence sharing between communities and authorities are therefore essential. Government representatives have praised the troops involved, highlighting professionalism and discipline during the operation. They also reassured citizens that additional measures are being implemented to secure vulnerable areas. The broader fight against banditry has involved air surveillance, ground patrols, and collaboration with local vigilante structures operating within the law. Officials stress that community cooperation remains one of the most powerful tools in combating insecurity. Residents are encouraged to report suspicious movements through official channels rather than resorting to rumor or speculation. Security agencies caution that misinformation can undermine operational effectiveness and create unnecessary panic. The recovery of military-grade arms illustrates the seriousness of the threat facing affected regions. It also demonstrates the importance of equipping security forces adequately to match evolving tactics used by criminal elements. Experts note that beyond tactical victories, long-term solutions require addressing root causes such as poverty, unemployment, and limited access to education. Reducing recruitment into criminal networks is as important as dismantling existing camps. The federal government has maintained that restoring security in the Northwest remains a top priority. Officials indicate that improved intelligence technology and enhanced training programs are being expanded. Cross-agency collaboration has reportedly improved in recent months, contributing to more precise operations. While the reported raid marks progress, analysts caution that counter-insurgency and anti-bandit campaigns require sustained effort over time. One successful operation must be followed by consistent action to maintain momentum. Citizens in affected regions continue to call for increased presence of security personnel and faster emergency response systems. Infrastructure improvements, such as better road access and communication networks, can also assist rapid deployment. The confiscated weapons will undergo forensic examination to trace serial numbers and origin. Authorities aim to identify broader networks connected to the arms flow. International cooperation may also be required if cross-border supply chains are confirmed. Lawmakers have expressed support for enhanced funding of security operations to ensure continued progress. Civil society groups have welcomed the development while urging transparency and respect for human rights during operations. Maintaining public trust is essential in any security campaign. As investigations continue, authorities promise to provide updates where possible without compromising sensitive information. Communities affected by past violence hope this raid signals a turning point in the fight against organized banditry. The resilience of residents who have endured repeated attacks remains evident. Security forces acknowledge that public cooperation strengthens their mission. The message from authorities is clear. Criminal strongholds will be targeted. Illegal weapons will be seized. Networks supporting violence will be dismantled. Nigeria's security landscape remains complex, but operations such as this demonstrate ongoing commitment to restoring stability. The recovery of military-grade arms represents both a warning and a reassurance. A warning about the scale of weaponization among criminal groups, and a reassurance that efforts to counter them are active and determined. We will continue monitoring developments related to this operation and provide verified updates as more information becomes available. For now, security agencies urge vigilance, cooperation, and calm as operations proceed. Thank you for staying with us in this extended report on a significant security development affecting the northwest region of Nigeria. Before we conclude, if you value credible Nigerian news, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. We are committed to bringing you timely updates, balanced reporting, and in-depth analysis on the issues that matter most. Click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss any breaking developments. Stay informed, stay aware, and thank you for your continued support. Thank you for watching.